This is my informative speech 1 for public speaking class, and here's my audience.
Shante, I'm not a cardboard figure.
Right, not cardboard cutouts. And, all right, and now I will start the speech again. Okay, the French have a saying that goes l'esprit de l'escalier, meaning the staircase wit, or thinking of the right thing to say after you've left somewhere and you've gotten to the bottom of the staircase. Now this relates to me because it's basically what happened to me whenever I missed the chance to communicate with a public figure. I experienced the excitement of the event and then anxiety over whether to say anything, and then I was disappointed that I didn't. First of all, the excitement came from being excited that I was going to meet this person named Richard Garriott. He's a world-famous programmer and recently an astronaut. And I was very excited to be able to talk to this guy. So I was thinking of the right thing to say to him, the perfect question to ask him about his adventures in space. And I eventually decided that the question I wanted to ask was whether or not what kind of biology experiments they did in space. So I was very excited about it. I thought, I really have got the opportunity to participate in a public event with someone who's been around the world and who has been in outer space, and that I would be able to do something like that was really, really very interesting. And so I was really looking forward to it. But well, eventually I got to the event, and after I got to the event, I was listening to other people's questions. I heard all these very technical things that they had to say. These questions about the trajectories, questions about the amounts of fuel in the tanks, and all of these things. I was totally mind-boggled, and I thought, well, my little question is really nothing like any of those. And why? So I began to think, why do I even want to ask this? What's the point of even asking a question at all? And eventually, after telling myself that throughout the questioning event, I decided it was true. I really had no point. There was no point in me asking my question. And so I left the event disappointed. Disappointed that I did not say anything. And as I afterwards, I began to think, that there was a reason to speak up. Whether my question was the greatest question in the world or not wasn't really the point. The point was that I had something to say, and I began to realize that a person's opinion has as much significance as the next person's, and that meant that my opinion had significance. So I, through this experience, realized that there is a value to being able to speak up in public, and that it's a skill that if practiced can help you in many ways, and to participate in the public discussion and to take part in the world instead of just being a bystander. So that was the excitement, anxiety, and disappointment of missing a chance to communicate with a public figure. And remember the l'esprit de l'escalier, and you don't want to be the person experiencing that staircase wit and thinking of the right thing to say only after you've had the chance to say it. So thank you. That was the end of the speech. Thank you very much.